Are you unknowingly undermining your own inner strength when interacting with women? Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them through reason and self-control. And this applies profoundly to relationships. Many men fall prey to deeply irrational behaviors, inadvertently creating emotional dependence or projecting their own insecurities onto others. This video will expose 9 common mistakes intelligent men make with women, revealing how these seemingly harmless actions erode character and hinder genuine connection, all through the lens of Stoic wisdom. Stoicism, at its core, is about cultivating virtue and living in accordance with reason. When it comes to relationships, this means approaching women with self-awareness and a commitment to inner strength. It's a powerful guide for men who want to build healthy, respectful connections, free from emotional turmoil and manipulation. We're going to explore some common pitfalls that can derail these efforts. Firstly, avoid seeking validation or approval from women. A truly virtuous man derives his self-worth from within, from his own actions and character, not from external sources. Constantly seeking a woman's approval creates dependence and puts undue pressure on her. This is a fundamental principle of self-respect and allows for emotional freedom. Remember, your dignity isn't tied to someone else's opinion. They see aid not as a gift, but as their rightful due. They may make excessive expectations, demanding constant assistance and displaying ungratefulness when their needs are met. They often lack respect for boundaries and will push them to their limit. Trying to help the entitled can be incredibly frustrating, as their egoism blinds them to their own shortcomings. This type often thrives on sympathy rather than genuine effort. Remember, true virtue lies in self-sufficiency, not in relying on others to fulfill your desires. Then there's the dependent. This person has developed a pattern of relying on others for everything, lacking the autonomy to function independently. They may have learned this behavior through past experiences, perhaps due to neglect or overprotection, but it's become a deeply ingrained habit. While compassion is important, enabling their dependence ultimately hinders their growth. This is where techniques like cognitive restructuring come in. Cognitive restructuring involves challenging and changing the negative or unhelpful thoughts that fuel your lust. If you find yourself dwelling on seductive thoughts, ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it based on reality? Is it aligned with my values? Often, these thoughts are distorted or exaggerated. Replacing them with more rational and positive thoughts can significantly reduce their power. This takes practice and commitment, but the results are worth it. Furthermore, the Stoics emphasized the importance of acceptance. This doesn't mean passively accepting injustice or suffering. Instead, it means accepting what is beyond our control, the past, the actions of others, and the inevitable challenges of life. By accepting these things, we free ourselves from unnecessary struggle and find the strength to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. This acceptance is not resignation. It's a form of wise and rational response to the reality of existence. Apatheia, often misunderstood as indifference, in Stoicism refers to a state of emotional tranquility achieved through understanding and acceptance. It doesn't mean you don't feel anything, but rather that you are not ruled by disruptive emotions like excessive joy, anger, or fear. It's about maintaining inner peace, even amidst external turmoil. This isn't a passive state. It requires constant work and self-discipline. It's a continuous process of aligning your inner world with the natural order of the universe. By understanding yourself better, you can make conscious choices about how you respond, rather than being swept away by your emotions. Stoicism isn't about seeking pleasure or avoiding pain. It's about living a life of purpose and meaning, guided by reason and virtue. It's about accepting the natural order of things, the ebb and flow of life, the inevitability of change, the fact that we all face challenges and losses. It's about finding inner strength, not in escaping difficulties, but in facing them with courage and equanimity. It requires consistent practice and discipline. It's a lifelong journey of self-improvement and self-mastery. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness with the wider cosmos and accepting our role within it. This fosters a sense of perspective and allows us to navigate hardship with greater grace. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what is virtuous and good, and to let go of things that are beyond our control. It is a philosophy that offers a path to inner peace and happiness, regardless of external circumstances. It's about finding your own values and living in accordance with them. It's about appreciating the good things in your life while accepting the inevitable presence of suffering. It's about living a life of integrity and authenticity, aligned with your true self. The key is to cultivate inner strength, resilience, and a deep sense of self-worth so that you can weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. While Stoicism offers a powerful framework for navigating life's challenges, it's important to acknowledge that it doesn't fully address the complexities of modern life. One area that requires further exploration is the role of social justice and systemic inequalities. Stoicism, in its classical form, often focuses on individual virtue and self-improvement, and could benefit from a more nuanced understanding of how social structures impact individual well-being. The practical application of Stoic principles in a world marked by significant social and political divides remains an ongoing challenge and a fertile area for future inquiry. It's a continuous process of learning, adapting, and growing. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos on philosophy and personal growth. Let's continue exploring ways to cultivate inner peace and live a more fulfilling life. Remember, you have the power to choose your response to any situation. Embrace the journey and strive to live a life of virtue and purpose. Thank you for watching.